I've created this scale, which is going to show the care, how much I care, and the value. Because those things, you have to put them together. If I care and I want to make a good facility, I'm going to need money. That's the value. And then same with food. I care a lot. I want to provide a lot of food. Different cows, different horses, different types of meat. And same with the training. So 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. How much do I care? What am I bringing to this kennel? Am I taking the funds? Am I giving back to the pups who created this in the first place? So we want to propose a waiting list. A waiting list simply means the demand I get, I will then supply it. So by having a waiting list, I will actually do a 10% reduction in total price of the puppy. Reason being is because I'll be able to say roughly, I have this much demand, let's supply. So it works both ways. So I'm an ethical breeder. I'm not just going to drop the pups down and throw them in a box. It's out. So hopefully, by explaining all these things, anyone that's looking for a puppy, an ethical breeder, professional breeder who cares about all the following things I've mentioned, will then think, okay, how do I lock in? Well, your best way to lock in is to DM me, message me, or call me. And you can say, oh, I want to be on your waiting list. What is the price? You'll find out the price, then it will be a 10% reduction. There can also be a 3-stage payment plan to people that would like a puppy that might not have all the money up front. It's not so much money in the world, but if you understand, I'm trying to adhere to certain standards and well-beings and cleanliness of the dog, then you can appreciate that and realize that if you get on the waiting list, it helps you and it helps me. I can't just drop 100 chickens and wait for people to come. And no, it doesn't work that. I need to train them, I need to feed them, I need to groom them, I need to house them. So it's not a game of how many pups can we drop here, guys. Yep, we love them. Myself a 7.5, we bought it from the ground up. We covered everything with landfill, covered our holes, made sure it wasn't blocking any drainage, and we went and mounted our cages on top, guys. They're tall enough, wide enough, to be very comfortable. You can walk inside. We went through and we put the mahogany 2-inch thick wood at the bottom. We galvanized, painted everything gunmetal gray to finish. And this is what it looks like. I've got my bench out front, 2 barrels there for water recycling. We capture it all. And check the sign. A lovely lady and her grumpy old man lives here with their crazy old dogs. So that's what I mean about facilities. So I've got everything I need on my right hand side, leads, balls, hooks. We've got our water barrels. See if you can spot the alligator. We've got wood shelves in there, everything we need. So the facility is definitely up to date and up to spec, guys. We're adhering to UK standards. We try. Food, I'd give myself a 10. Because I use kibble, and if you know, kibble costs a lot more over here than it does in the rest of the world. So I prefer to go with cow or horse or any type of meat I can get my hands on, and I vary. So some days it could be chicken, some days it could be horse meat, some days it could be cow. You switch it around. And we're very serious about our animal protein. Check the stats. There's way more protein in horse meat. So I've got my chicken bones there, my horse head, the rest of the meat is intact. We've also got some chicken, and then you can see that I get my cows straight from the village. We don't waste nothing. They cut it all up, bag it all up, and everything goes to the dog food, guys. What do you expect your dog to? Come on. So, training. There's IGP, there's Schutzhund, there's different styles of training. I'm just looking for control. Family pets are family pets. My pups, I will want to take them to the next level, so therefore I can add the most to a breeding to hopefully then replicate what I've got. So long story short, I train the females a lot. I train the males a lot. So therefore the puppy should be full of energy, high drive dogs that you get. So I gave myself a 8.
So as you can see, we're just doing some basic commands: backwards, come, just control. That's all we work on a lot at the kennel. And here you can see we have a spring pole set up, so we just let a lot of the dogs get their energy out. We try to control them as well, and it's just a really good way to train your dog. But we do this for males and females.
Now grooming, I give myself a 10. I'm very systematic with the grooming. I have combs, so I always comb their hair, always clean their ears. And when you're combing, I actually look and inspect it, see if there's any eggs, larvae, or anything like that. So then I can go and then sort out my flea schedule or such things like that. So that's grooming.
I take my grooming very serious. Prevention is better than cure. So we clean their ears out. They're like satellites for dirt. So we make sure we always clean them out every other 2 weeks, plus washing the dog usually once a month. And we rotate that round for all the dogs. That's me giving T, the matriarch, a little wash. And she's loving it so much, she had to get a little leg shaky in there too.
And miscellaneous items, we're talking mops, shovels, the whole lot. So I've went and I've got 2 of everything. 2 buckets, 2 mops, 2 shovels, 2 spatulas, 2 of everything. That's stay with me on that. And
all the miscellaneous items you're going to need in the maintenance and upkeep of the facility. 2 of everything. Bleach by the truckload, acid by the truckload. We're dying for a sponsor. I've got all my dog shampoos in 1 bucket. We've even got some Savlon in there, some stuff we use for the ears, Bob Martin's shampoo. And then the other side, I've got sponges, nets, brushes, all miscellaneous items. We've spilled some acid on the floor. We're really careful when handling that. Always use gloves. Bunch of mop buckets, bunch of brushes. Let's get it, guys.
a lot of time and effort goes into this. So I wanted to show my love to you guys and then break it down for you. No one's perfect, but we try to be, right? So all of these 6 things taken into account, which sets my price. And I don't think it's not £1 million. We're charging in cities, by the way, guys. So emphasis on the waiting list, because if you can sign up to my waiting list, I'll know the demand, then I can supply the demand. You'll get a 10% reduction. You see here has been adhered to and set closely to UK standards. So that's what I'm trying to bring you guys. If you care about the well-being of your pups, if you care about the love, the effort that's gone into them, then you can see what I'm doing here, guys. See all of these things, okay? Facility you're going to see, food you're going to see. We're going to show you the training gear. We're going to show you all the grooming equipment, and we're going to show you all the miscellaneous items that go into this, guys. And the time that went into it, the time to do this video, the time to do the training, the time to get the dogs out, the time to clean up. A lot of time and effort goes into this. Okay, guys.